In the heart of a dense, uncharted forest stood a crooked old house no one could explain. Hunters whispered about it around campfires, but none dared speak of it loudly. They said it was not built by human hands, that it simply appeared one foggy night, its roof sagging, its windows black, like empty eye sockets waiting for prey. The forest around it was alive with game, wild boars, antelopes, and even rare birds, yet hunters who stepped into that cursed patch never returned the same. Some were never seen again. Others staggered back days later, pale, hollow-eyed, and unable to speak, their hunting tools gone, their clothes torn, as if they had run through thorns far sharper than the forest held. One evening, a group of 5 daring hunters decided to test the legend. They had heard tales of fat deer grazing near the house and were greedy enough to risk it. As they trekked deeper, the air grew colder, unnaturally still. No crickets, no rustling leaves, just silence. Then, they saw it, the house, leaning against the moonlight, its crooked chimney puffing smoke though no fire glowed inside. The men laughed nervously. "Just an abandoned cabin," one said, knocking his spear against the door. The door creaked open on its own. Inside, the air was heavy with dampness and rot. Yet, on the table, lay bowls of steaming food, as if someone had been expecting them. No one had cooked it. No one was there. The hunters looked at each other uneasily, but hunger won. They sat. They ate. And that was when the whispers began. Faint, slithering voices seeped through the cracked walls, calling each man by name. The hunters froze, their mouths still chewing. The room darkened though no candle went out. One of them bolted for the door, only to find it was gone. The house had no exit anymore, only endless walls that stretched into pitch-black hallways. They wandered for hours, spears in hand, but the corridors twisted like a labyrinth. At times, they swore they saw shadows moving just ahead, long arms brushing the walls. Sometimes, their own reflections peered back at them from broken windows, except the reflections were grinning. One by one, the hunters vanished. The last man alive swore that the house shifted whenever he blinked, stairs where doors had been, endless rooms with no ceiling. He swore he heard his friends calling him, their voices pleading, "Come this way, join us." When villagers found him 3 days later on the forest's edge, he was crawling, his nails torn bloody, his eyes blank with terror. He muttered only one thing before falling silent forever: "The house eats men. Don't follow the smoke." And to this day, hunters say when you see smoke rising deep in that forest, you must turn back. For the house still waits, crooked and patient, hungry for anyone foolish enough to enter.